Today is 1/2/2022. I am doing TTD technical analysis and I came up with a nice trade idea, and I think I'm going to be putting that next week. Okay, so let's go ahead. I started with the weekly chart and I see this is a downtrend line, right? This is an inverse head and shoulders. So this is the inverse head and shoulders here. Neckline break, popped up, came back to test the neckline again. Now it is still in this kind of a flag, pennant, whatever you call, okay? So as it can keep chopping here is what I'm thinking, okay? Now, so it can be coming till here. This is the weekly gap, okay? On earnings with volume, it gapped up. And so it made a weekly gap. So this is kind of support, which would be coinciding. If it tries to fill the gap, it would coincide with the 50-week moving average on the weekly basis. Okay, so this seems safe to me. Anywhere close to 80 to 75 seems safe to me on the weekly. So now let's look at the daily. Okay, and then I'm looking at the daily. It's slowly fading, you know, very less volume. It is about to break the 50-day moving average. It can easily come and test this again, come down. It would be inside this pennant that I was talking about, and it would still be above this weekly gap. Slowly get the weekly gap over here, the 200-day, to catch up to this 80 price till earnings. Okay, earnings are 217. So that's what I'm thinking. It will keep chopping until earnings, slowly fade here, not break out. If it breaks out above 102, yeah, go long. But so it has to break out above this 102 level. 100 doesn't cut it for me because it can go to this, test it and come back down again. So unless and until it is not above 102, I'm not going long it. I think it slowly chops in here till its earnings. But that's just me technically right now. Now let's look at, okay, why I am saying that it is going to chop. I'm going to go to the Bollinger Band. Okay, in low volume, it has been trying to consolidate. It is above the midline. That's what I'm thinking. Even on the daily, okay, it popped above, slowly came down. Now it is chopping, and the Bollinger Band has kind of narrowed now. It is in a squeeze and the negative momentum is abating. But again, same thing, it has to cross above this 101, 102 area for it to be bullish. But the way it closed the year, I feel as though this is where it keeps chopping around here, narrowing down, and then pops. Now if it pops, where do we go? So what I did was I am going ahead and doing a Fib analysis to see where it can go. Okay, so I took from here till here. Okay, then I did from here till here. Okay, that was one. Okay, and then I took from here till here. Okay, so now if it breaks this 102 level, right, above this 101, 102, if it goes to 108, okay, based on the Fib. The next is going to be 114 and then 120. Now if you do this, an inverse head and shoulders, this is the range, right? Measured move. If I take it from here, it comes till here. So my ultimate target would be this box that I have made. Okay, it would be over here, this box. Let's make a box there. So the 1618 from here, okay, the 100% from here, and the measured move, they are all coming close by to this area. So this is what I am thinking, that if it chops around here before earnings, then we can go up to these levels after earnings. But I don't think this happens before earnings. Let's see. So now I was thinking what to do for a trade. With all this analysis and time spent, I should be able to come up with a trade, right? So I'm looking at the Bollinger Bands, that's what I said, right? And that is the reason I am thinking, because of this Bollinger Band slowly coming here and this kind of a triangle, and then I'm looking at the volatility, okay? What if it just slowly keeps fading here, right? Slowly keeps coming here. It doesn't break anything. It is just chopping around above this 21 week, okay? But it's here. It doesn't break out. It doesn't break down. It is, as long as it is above this trend line, above this neckline, it is bullish. But as long as it is not above this, you can't go bullish. So it's more of in this range. So, and the volatility is 50, right? IV is 50. So I'm thinking of about an iron condor, and I came up with, let's say, I know it's not going to go above this 100, right? If it goes above 100, it's bullish. So let's try and sell an iron condor. Okay, 100, 105, let's say 100, 104, and then we go to 85, 81. Okay, I'm getting $145 or so. $145 for 19 days. If it is in this chop zone between that 85, right? Between this 85 to this 99 area, I made this. It seems, yes, I will be putting, it's a $4 wide. So for a $4 wide iron condor, I'm getting 145. My at the most risk, okay, is 255. 255 to make 145 for an iron condor seems good for me. I'm looking at how it opens up on Monday or Tuesday to probably put this in. Okay.